So, what was your favorite free agent signing?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. I never gave that much thought. My favorite free agent signing.
There had to be one where you was more like, ooh, than the other.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll give you my favorite, and then I give you.
That's all I asked.
And then I give. All right, hold on. I'm gonna give my favorite. And I'm gonna give you the one that shocked me the most. Okay. So, my favorite might have been CJGJ.
Mine too.
Because I feel like what he brought to the table last year, the Eagles was missing in 2023. Right. Well, what he brought in 2022, the Eagles were missing in 2023. So, when I think about CJ, and I talked about this, right? He bring that dog, he bring that energy, he bring that swag, he bring that juice, he bring that fire, and we had none of that.
None of that.
People criticize, CJ and say, he's not really the best tackler or this, that, and the third. It's like, okay, well, look, somehow, some way, he always near the ball. Somehow, some way, the ball always end up in his hand. Somehow, some way, even if he may not be the best tackler, he always throwing his body around at somebody, and he lets somebody know I'm here. So So again, a guy like that's always going to be that aggressive. He brings athleticism. He brings playmaking ability. He plays with speed. He plays instinctually. He's going to have your guys on the defense fired up and confident. That's the kind of player he is, and he's young. So I'm so glad that we brought him back, and the number makes sense financially. Again, another contract where they said is worth up to $33 million, but I wouldn't be surprised if that contract is riddled, if it's laced, if it's just drowned in injury incentives and so many off ramps for the Eagles to say, okay. So my only concern about that is, okay, can you stay healthy, bro? That's all. I mean, he missed about 6 games in 2022, 6 or 7 games in 2022. Then he missed damn near the whole season with the Lions. Came back for the playoffs, had an interception, made an immediate impact. I mean, when he was healthy in the early part of the season, impact. When he came back on the back end, impact. He's an impact player. Just the aura, his energy, like just his, like, the dude just brings something that they didn't have last year. So he was my favorite. The one that shocked me the most, though, was Saquon. That shocked me for many reasons. The main one, obviously, the Eagles historically have never really spent money on that position. It's funny, the owner, Jeffrey Lurie, pushed back on that, though, when he said that. He tried to say that, well, it's not that we don't spend on a position. We just believe in spending on a position if the player is worth it, basically. So, for example, he used LaShawn McCoy. He said Brian Westbrook. Those are players that are multiple. They could run. They could run for the backfield. You can use them in the shotgun. They can catch the ball from the backfield. They could run receiver routes. So when he said that, it made me think like, those actually are only the receivers they really invested big money in at the time. And then now Saquon Barkley. So I guess their logic is if the running back can't run, catch the ball, and block, we don't think he's as valuable as people make him out to be. And Saquon Barkley happens to be a kind of player that can run. He can pass block. He can catch the ball. He can run routes like slot receivers. You in a one-on-one situation, you don't want no problem with him. So that one shocked me the most. At the time when they signed him, it was cool, but at the same time, I said to myself, maybe we could have invested that money into a legitimate linebacker. That was my initial thought. I'm like, all right, I mean, it's cool, but after it settles in and you think about what it could look like, on the offense and how dangerous it could be, you get excited about it as a fan. So overall, I mean, I'm not mad that he's an Eagle, but I did have my concerns about, okay, how much money are we going to put on the defensive side of the ball?
What shocked me the most? I feel like Saquon would have been a shock if it wasn't so many rumors before. Like,
I didn't believe him. I think that's why.
I didn't believe him either. But like the fact that the rumors were out, it planted that seed in my mind.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't believe the rumors, but I wasn't shocked. I was like, oh dang, the rumors were true. Like when I saw the rumors, I didn't think the rumors were true. But after signing him, I'm like, okay, the rumors was true. I feel like the most shocking, nothing really shocked me because for some reason I knew CJ was coming back.
Yeah, I had a feeling about that too. I had that same vibe.
They said and the way he was so pissed at us, I was like, he in love with the Eagles, bro. He in love, bro. Because why we got condos in your head? Why we got condos in your head? You supposed to be vibing out on a Saturday night playing Call of Duty, but you think about us. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I was like, he coming back at some point because we taking up too much rent in your mind.
You saw the press conference. He was like, listen, y'all, I mean.
He was smiling so hard. His face was about to break. He was smiling. He was cheesing so hard.
Hard as hell.
He sat down. Any questions? I was like, he happy to be here.
Happy as hell. I can't even blame him. I respect the player that really is happy to be somewhere. You know? And he a raw dude. Like he's a walking raw nerve. Like he just like you know how he feel whenever you see him. You know what it is when you see him. And I just think the team as a whole was missing that kind of energy. Somebody that's just audacious and braggadocious and just brazen, just going out there saying, listen, we coming out here to smack people. In week 1, when they played the Chiefs, he came out in a baby blue ski mask, letting them know what's up.
So jealous, bro. I was so jealous watching them have fun. I'm like, he's in a green ski mask.
I'm glad he's back though. I really am though. I really am glad he's back.
When they started that blue ski mask stuff, when I tell you I was seething, I was so jealous. Look at him having fun with another.
Too much fun. And meanwhile, our defense trying to figure out who the hell we are. So, you know, things happen for a reason though. I think the season is going to be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it again.